Hello and welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing a you and them reading. So let's see who we're doing a you and them reading for. Also, be sure to check out my other channel, Into the Unknown Tarot. The link for that is in the description if you'd like to check that channel out. Okay, we'll do one more. If we don't get anything, I'll pull from the middle. We have Taurus. All right. Let's get your oracles. Messages for Taurus. Have bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. On the bottom is patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. All right, let's get the life situations. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Taurus. You have signs, stubborn, and cooking. So it could be literal cooking, but that's also like plotting, planning, scheming, cooking something up. Seeing signs that someone's being stubborn, plotting something. On the bottom is frustration. Seems like it has something to do with some sort of conflict. All right, let's get the truth is. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Taurus. You have ashamed, embarrassed about past behavior, delusional, false beliefs about the relationship, and starting over, fresh start after a period of tension. On the bottom is destined. This relationship is meant to be. There's something here about not seeing eye to eye with someone else, or 2 people are seeing a situation differently in different ways. It's like it's hard to, it seems like there's difficulty in some kind of coming together here. Due to something that's happened in the past, it seems like it may have created some sort of conflict. Okay. So for this reading, the top row is going to be Taurus's energy. The bottom row is going to be the other person's energy. If it sounds flipped, just flip it. Take it how it resonates if it resonates. All right, so we're going to start with Taurus's energy. Tell me about Taurus's energy. I have the High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Saying someone's not using their intuition here in regards to something they're not seeing, or someone's refusing to see. It's like this delusional, false beliefs about the relationship. This looks like it's saying something needs to be released. So it could be like this stubborn energy. Someone's holding a grudge is what I think is happening here. High Priestess in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords. There could be separation here. And the Sun. Clarity that something needs to be let go of. This could also be someone's not seeing that there can be healing here. This is indicating like something can be fixed, but someone has to either let go of some sort of stubbornness or pride, let go of a grudge. Taurus's energy. The Fish, money and resources. It's definitely showing stubborn energy, like someone is intentionally not giving to someone else. Yep. Healing the relationship. Either there's separation here, someone's not seeing something due to separation, or someone's not willing to see that there could be healing in the relationship. And the Snake, deception. It's once again this delusional card, false beliefs about the relationship. I think what needs to happen here is a conversation, because to me this seems like someone is holding a grudge because they don't realize that the other person wants to heal the relationship. I think the other person wants things to get better. And this almost feels like to me, well, if you're going to be mad, I'm going to be mad too. It is indicating like a bit of emotional immaturity. So let's see the other person's energy. Tell me about the other person's energy for Taurus. The Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. Four of Swords. Yep. And the Fool in reverse. Aries, Aquarius. Two of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, this energy here is wanting to let something go or leave one thing behind to take action towards something else. This sounds like bearing the hatchet. This could be this seems like it could be separation. Both energies have the Four of Swords, but both energies also have using logic, not using intuition. This is saying neither person here is using emotion or thinking with their heart. This is saying someone is using logic in regards to either separation or healing the relationship, but they don't want to take a risk. So this person is also, these two are mirroring each other. And it's because there's no communication here. It's like I said, this is like, well, if you're going to be mad, I'm going to be mad. And that energy is being reflected. But this energy is wanting to heal things, but they don't want to take a risk. There's stubbornness on both sides here. It's like neither side wants to initiate. So this is about letting go of pride. If not for one, then for both energies. Tell me about the Lovers in reverse. Four Swords, Fool in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse. The Tower. And the Eight of Wands. Yep, there's a lack of communication here. This person wants it to end. They want to become unstuck. But it seems like it's indicating a foundation has crumbled here. Or this person feels like a foundation has crumbled. And that's why they're not willing to take a risk, because there's no communication here. Tell me about the other person's energy. The stork, a new beginning, child or pregnancy. This is about a new beginning. This is about starting over in the relationship. Yep. They feel like it's over. So this could be any kind of situation. This could be a love situation. This could be friends. This could be family. Yeah. See, wanting to bridge the gap. This energy here is wanting to communicate. They're wanting to extend an olive branch, but the reason they don't, because they don't know how the other feels. Someone here is going to have to break down and open up the lines of communication. I feel like if anybody is going to do it, it's going to be the energy down here. But because this energy up here is so closed off, they don't want to take the risk. They feel like the relationship is over. I feel like it's more like, it's kind of like, what's the point? So let's see how Taurus views the situation. How does Taurus view the situation? Page of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Empress, that's Taurus, Libra energy. And the Moon, Pisces energy. This energy wants the same thing, but their ego is not allowing them to show that. 2 wands on the bottom, yep. The whole problem here is neither energy knows what the other is thinking, feeling. They don't know what they want in the situation. The only way that that's going to get fixed is if someone reaches out to the other. For better or for worse, someone needs to reach out here. But this energy up here is a lot more stubborn and a lot more in their ego than the other. This is like, I'm not going to apologize if they're not going to apologize. Or this person's a lot more emotionally mature than the other. But they're at the same time, they're still wondering. Either they're wondering where the relationship stands, or they're wondering what the other person, they're wondering about the other person. This to me feels like someone putting up some kind of front. And I feel like a conversation would be the thing to break this whole situation down in order to find some sort of common ground. Page of Cups in reverse, the Empress, the Moon. Nine of Cups in reverse. This person's either mad that they haven't been apologized to, or they're saying they're not going to apologize. Page of Swords in reverse. This is a lack of communication. This Empress could be wife, mother energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be. It's definitely feminine energy. Page of Wands in reverse. Yep. It's about a lack of communication. How the other person views the situation. It's really, what it's saying is really, this energy doesn't know how to view the situation because they don't know what the other person is thinking or feeling or anything like that. So the Star, that's illumination. I think this person is expecting an apology. The Mountain, obstacles or challenges. Yeah, see, they feel burdened because there's no communication. I feel like one is mirroring off the other. The Moon. So that's either, that can be illumination. This person is waiting for the other to reach out, which I feel like it's like I said, one is waiting on the other to reach out, to communicate. Neither energy is willing to take that first step or initiate. Oh my goodness. So, how does the other energy view the situation? How does the other energy view the situation? Page of Wands in reverse. There is so much similar energy showing up. These two are reflecting the same energy back to each other. And it feels to me like it's causing a stalemate. Six of Wands. Recognition. Not walking away from a person or a situation. Eight of Swords. This person down here is more in the energy of, I would like to reach out, but I don't know how that would go if I did. Page of Wands in reverse, Six of Wands, Eight of Cups in reverse. I think that the energy down here is more worried about if they reach out, how the other's going to react, and if there's going to be conflict. Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. This person here is sad about this. Which I think this person is too, but they've got more of a wall up. They've got this mask on of being angry, which they are, but it's like, I'm angry because you're angry. Or I'm not talking to you because you're not talking to me. I'm not apologizing because you're not apologizing to me. This energy down here feels like it's over. And they're sad. There, without a doubt, is something that happened here. And they don't want the relationship to end. They don't want to walk away from the relationship. Tell me about how the other person views this situation. Fox, being sneaky or clever. There was some sort of harsh ending or backstabbing or betrayal in the past that led to this communication coming to a stop. The dog is loyalty. Recognition, yeah. This person feels like the relationship is over. The garden, that is a social gathering or something being out in the open. This person wants to tell the other that they don't want the relationship to end. So there's a lot of big feelings that's happening here, and all that it is required is communication. I think communication would fix this. So if you're the energy down here, I think the best thing to do would be to reach out. Because this person here looks to me like they have a hard exterior but a soft inside. Because I think they're feeling all the same feelings that this person feels, but they're not going to give in to that until the other gives in first. Their ego and pride is much stronger than this person's. So let's see the outcome. Tell me about the outcome for Taurus. And if there is a conversation about whatever this past thing is, there needs to be a conversation too about speaking openly and honestly when situations like this arise, because there's definitely problems with communication between these two energies. The outcome for Taurus, Two of Cups in reverse, Justice, Libra energy, and the Three of Swords in reverse. See, this Two of Cups, it can be a breakup, but this is also not being on the same page. Balancing out a situation where you're not on the same page and healing the relationship. Two of Cups in reverse, Justice, Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, unfinished business. Yeah, this isn't the end of the relationship. See, there's that Fool in reverse. This person has the same energy as this one. They don't want to take the risk either. Yeah. They want to balance the situation out, but they don't want to take the risk. Not showing self-love. They're not reconciling even though they want they want healing. This energy is just more stubborn than the other. I'm telling you, they want the same thing as the other person does. But they'll never admit it until this person opens up first. Outcome for Taurus. Gentleman, that's masculine energy. The birds, that's about wisdom. The owls, it's about wisdom. And the clouds is darkness coming to light or a time of improvements after hardship. So once again, it could be darkness coming to light, which would be someone communicating with this person. Or this is saying this person needs to swallow their pride in order for there to be healing. Wisdom. So it's saying this person knows that there would be balance. It's saying the same thing as the other. This person doesn't know what the other wants. You could be dealing with them. You could be a masculine energy or dealing with a masculine. Let's see the outcome for the other person's energy. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands in reverse. Four of Cups. This person's going to give in. Saying in regards to things being up in the air, someone's giving up and making an offer that may or may not be took. This is like, can we talk? This is like waving the white flag. Can we negotiate? Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups. And it's saying this person doesn't know if they make the offer, they don't know if it's going to be took. This person will take it because they want the same thing. These two, I'm telling you, whatever this person is feeling, this person is also feeling. Whatever this person is feeling, the other is feeling. They're mirroring each other. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person's giving in to whatever's happening here because they don't want to walk away from the person or the situation. They don't want to walk away from the person. They're saying this has been going on. Things have been up in the air for too long. I don't want to give up on this person. I want to end burdens, so I'm going to make an offer whether it's took or not. Tell me about the outcome for the other person's energy. Labyrinth, that's a lot of twists and turns or a lot of people being involved. Wearing a mask. Mask, theft and destruction. Let's get 3 more. Labyrinth, Mask, and Moss. Ring, Commitment. A lot of twists and turns, but still committed to the person or the situation. Yep. Knowing that someone is wearing a mask. It's this energy. There's that masculine energy again. Ending burdens in regards to destruction. This is like I refuse to let this end. Or I refuse to walk away. So this person here is going to be the catalyst to mending this situation. Like I said, this person up here is more, they're more in their ego. They're more worried about their pride, and they're more stubborn than this energy. They will outstubborn someone just to outstubborn them, just to show that they can. So I feel like I said, all this takes is a conversation to work things out here. And I think once that happens, which it seems like it will, things will go fine. So let's get the timing cards. Messages for Taurus. Have Leo time, July 23rd to August 22nd. Step into the spotlight. Confident, ambitious, leader. Yeah, it's saying that someone needs to take a leadership role here. And on the bottom is very soon. Things are happening fast, so be ready to move. Speed, agility, quickness. All right, let's get these spell casting oracle cards. Messages for Taurus. Financial health. And on the bottom is forgiveness. Yep. I didn't see nothing about finances, but financial health. Says you might find yourself drowning in a sea of red demands if you don't slow down and take stock of the mess you're in. Burying your head in the sand won't get you out of the hole. You're being urged to recognize that your avoidance, inexperience, or irresponsibility has become a liability. You can't afford to ignore your desperate situation. The worry, stress, and anxiety that accompanies debt has taken its toll, and you don't know where to turn to. Acknowledgement and responsibility of the debt is the first step in Rule of Magic when weaving a spell to improve your financial health and become debt free once and for all. Magical meaning: stop your extravagance, seek professional advice, money owed is paid off, expect a windfall, someone is indebted to you, have faith as your financial life heals. Let's go ahead and read forgiveness. This is time to set yourself free from hurt, anger, and betrayal and let go. Be kind, forgive yourself, and give yourself permission to be forgiven. Others may be reeling from your actions, or you could be a target of judgment, shaming, or disapproval. Soothe your wounded heart by radiating love out to those who have injured you. This is not giving them permission for bad behavior, but rather heals your hurt instead. Resentment is a prison door that harbors emotional distress, while forgiveness holds the key to freedom. So make peace with your pain as you release attachment to the situation and move on. Magical meanings: stop being the victim, tell someone if you're being bullied, seek peace of mind, look to the future and remain positive, forgive and forget, you've been let off the hook. I don't know about forgive and forget. Depends on the situation. Sometimes, things aren't easy to forget. And you don't have to forgive the person. You have to forgive the situation in order to move on for yourself. All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.